ride it across the hill in balance, and then your initiation where you're trying to get to the next ride. And initiation, again, is whatever you can do to get balance again over that outside ski and bring it back across the hill.
You're watching Ski Dad TV.
In the world of skiing, the turn has been broken down into 3 phases for as long as I can remember. USSA likes to call it completion, initiation, turning phase, and PSA likes to call it the initiation, the shaping phase, and the completion phase. And those are both totally accurate. Initiation, turning, or shaping phase, completion. Yes, those 3 things happen in sequence every turn down the run. However, I don't think that this is a great way to describe the turn to effectively change or improve somebody's skiing or their understanding of skiing. Now, while accurate, let's discuss why this 3 phases of the turn model is not helpful. Number 1, they describe the turns as 3 equal pieces: initiation, shaping or turning, and completion. And what you end up seeing is people trying to break up their turn into 3 different things while they're doing it. You see them trying to do this big initiation where they move the hips forward, move into the turn, get that leg long. Now they're blasting down the hill, and then they get into the turning or shaping phase. Now they're trying to ride along a ski, and then at the bottom they're yanking their way out of it. So this 3-zone model gives people the impression that they're doing something here, and something here. Now, I'm not trying to rewrite any books. However, I do think that there's a better way to present the phases of the turn to make an effective change in somebody's skiing. Let's watch some skiing. Where I think the most important part of the turn is right here, where I'm balanced over the outside ski and I'm riding the skis across the hill. Now, to get to that position, I need to move into the turn in a way that gets me balanced over the outside ski right here, and now I can hold that position through the ride phase of the turn. I'm going to call it the ride phase. Right here, I get to that position and I ride across. Now, already right here, I'm targeting that position right there. And now I am finished with the turn and I'm looking for that position again. Now I get back to that position, I'm balanced across the outside ski and riding across the hill. So let's call that a phase of the turn, this ride phase. There's a pause there, that you get to that position and you hold it. Now, if you're saying, okay, Joe, you're just free skiing, you're dragging it across the hill, it's not like that in ski racing. Let's look at a little ski racing. Here we go. Here's Zan Kranchek getting to that ride position, holding it, now finishing, getting right to that ride position. He's trying to get himself balanced over that outside ski so he can come across the hill. Now, obviously, we need to call how you get into that position something. I think it's pretty simple. We call that the initiation. So we have 2 phases: the initiation phase and the ride phase. Now let's take a look at it in a slalom situation. This is one of my favorite skiers in the world, Dave riding, free skiing. There he is finding that ride position across, initiation to ride position across. Again, the focus being balanced over the outside ski. Seeing that ride brings him across, get to it and ride, initiate and ride, initiate and ride. Fantastic. Now let's look at an off-piste example where there's not a lot of carving going on. There it is, there's that position, there's that ride position. Even though it's shorter and there's a lot more initiation, what I'm trying to do is find myself balanced over that outside ski right there through the ride phase so that I can maintain my tempo and be agile and really just ski well. So the initiation can look a lot different in all these situations. We're talking about stivs, feathers, butters, schmears, pivots, all those things. The reason I don't include a completion phase in this is because when I'm in ride and coming to the end of the turn, I don't switch my mindset here and think, oh, I'm done with ride, now it's time to complete the turn. I've already identified up in here, my hips are inside, I've already identified where that point is going to be, where completion is going to be, and it's a gradual blend to that point. And then from that point, the goal turns into getting into balance over the outside ski for the next ride phase, which is just one thing, it's initiation. Now that we've established that there's 2 phases of the turn that we're going to focus on, I'm going to point out 2 points in the turn that are very important. Number 1 is the apex. In skiing, the apex is defined as where the skis are in the fall line and it separates the top of the turn from the bottom of the turn. The apex is mostly useful when describing the turn. Did you achieve ride above or below the apex, or in ski racing, identifying where your apex is in relation to the gate? The other point that we're going to focus on is the completion, where you finish the turn. Once you've found ride phase, you're kind of targeting that completion. As a skier, talking to other good skiers, you feel it when you're done with the turn. The finish is like a moment in time. You're like, I'm done. Now I'm moving to the next one with my initiation. That initiation can include your stivs, your feathers, your butters, or the big leg extension roll up closer to what Ted Liggety's displaying up here. Ride can start all the way up here. An initiation is how you're going from a completion, that point where you know the old turn is over, until you've hit that balance point, ride. When we watch Dave riding right here, you can tell that he's finished his turn before his feet have switched underneath him. And everything he does from the time he's unweighted that ski is sucking his feet up, floating over. That's all part of the initiation. He came through, finished the turn, and then sucks his feet over to get back into his ride, get back into that beautiful balanced position that he has, and brings it back across the hill. And it's the same thing when we're looking off piste. I've engaged the skis. It's a very short ride, but once I've popped off of that, there is no finishing. I'm already thinking about getting my feet all the way back over to here so I can get it to another balanced ride phase. So initiation, just like ride, can be as short as right here, or can take you as far down as into here. 2 phases, 2 points. Initiation, ride, apex, completion. I hope that this description has simplified the turn for you and you can go out and incorporate this into your skiing immediately. Remember to always tip your ski instructor and keep shredding out there.